Oh hi. Kanpur. One of the most inhabited cities of India in the state of Uttar Pradesh. It is located on the Ganges River to the south from Lucknow. Important center of mechanical, textile, electronic, metallurgical and chemical industry. Occupies the space about 1000 km. The population minus 2.92 million inhabitants. As of 2011. In the city there are several tens of diversified higher education institutions. It is considered that the name of the city happened from Kanpur, the city of Kankia, Krishna. Over time this name was reduced to Kankapur and subsequently into Kanpur. Others connect the name of the city with the hero of the Mahabharata Karna, who, as it is considered, was the first governor of these places. In 1207 the Raya Kanti Dio from Prayaga founded the settlement of Kotna, which later gained fame as Kanpur. During the long period of time Kanpur developed as the suburb Kanacha. To the first half of the 18th century Kanpur remained the insignificant settlement. From 1773 to 1801 this area was Oud's part. During this period the European businessmen began to be proved in Kanpur. For protection of the interests by the European businessmen in 1778 forces of self-defense of Awadh were created. In 1801 Saadat Ali Khan passed Kanpur according to terms of the contract with Audh's Nawab under control of the British East Indian Company. Kanpur became one of the most important places of quartering of the British colonial troops. In garrison of Kanpur about 700 soldiers accommodated. On March 24, 1804 the district Kanpur is formed. In 1854 the construction of the Gangetic Channel was completed. In 1857 during the revolt more than 900 British were besieged in strengthenings within 22 days. They gave up on condition that withdrawal down the river to Allahabad will be provided to them. It is unknown on whose fault during retreat of the British troops the first shot was distributed, but as a result receding were killed or captured. 200 women and children accompanying the receding troops were captured and subsequently are executed in Bibikar. The Kanpur incident and similar events in other places became a reason for reciprocal unlimited reaction from the British troops. By the British administration after restoration of control over the city of Bibikar it was sorted. And on his place the memorial is constructed, and 1862 the All Saints' Day is consecrated. After 1857 Kanpur became the important center of the leather and textile industry. In 1860 in Kanpur the state factory on production of a horse harness and saddles delivering products from skin for army was open. The first cotton mill was open in 1862. From 1930 to 1970 the headquarters of British Indian Corporation was placed here. Kanpur, together with Allahabad and Fatehpur, is the lower Dobes part, the region limited to two main rivers of India, Ganges with the northeast and Yamuna. The river the Panda. From the south. Kanpur is located within the Indo-Gangetic Plain. Kanpur is located on the right, high river bank Ganges and therefore it isn't subject to floods. The atypical version of a humid subtropical climate which somewhat reminds climate of Delhi is characteristic of Kanpur. Unlike areas with a humid subtropical climate, the long and hot summer, soft and rather short winter, dust storms and a monsoonal season are characteristic of Kanpur. In the winter, temperature in Kanpur can fall up to 0 C, and in the summer air can get warm up to 48 C. In December and January, dense fog which consequence transport jams and delays in traffic or falls by the city. The summer heat amplifies dust storms and the wind blue that is more characteristic of deserts. The most part of rainfall drops out during the monsoonal season, from July to September. At the same time, these features of climate allow to receive 3 harvests within a year. The best time for visit of Kanpur, the periods from October to November and from February to March. For the history of meteorological observations in the city, I didn't drop out snow, but hail loss cases were noted. The most often dust storms are noted from April to June. Dust storms quite often lead to strong air pollution and create threat for health. Speed of wind can sometimes reach 100 km/h. Rainfall -885 mm a year. The modern population of the city, on a census of 2011, makes 2,920,067 people. Most of citizens, natives of the central and western regions Uttar Pradesh, besides live also Bengalis, Punjabis, etc. The Hinduism is professed by 76% of the population, Muslims make about 16%. There are small groups of Sikhs, Jains, Christians and Buddhists. As of 2001, literacy level in Kanpur was 70.36%. Women have 60.25% and men have 71.92%. Throughout all the 20th century, extremely high increase in population, especially in the last decades, is noted. In 60 years from 1901 to 1961, the population increased almost by 5 times, from 197,000 to 884,000 people. The most widespread language, Hindi, also English, Urdu, Bengali are widespread. Economy. Kanpur has GDP, $20 billion, that does it by the 10th city in India on this indicator. Right after Surat with his GDP, $22 billion. Kanpur, one of the largest producers of textiles and products of skin which in large volume go for export. Besides production of fertilizers, chemicals, two-wheeled vehicles, soaps, mechanical engineering is developed. Kanpur, the large center of education in northern India. The main educational institutions include Chhatrapati Shahuji Maharaj University, the former Kanpur University, founded in 1966. Chandrasekhar Azad University of Agriculture and Technology, Ganesh Shankar Vidyari Memorial Medical College, Gazam, Indian Institute of Technology Kanpur, IIT Kanpur, etc. Transport. Kanpur is well connected by the railroads to all large cities of northern India. Gorakam Express. In city boundaries there are 12 railway stations, the largest of which, Kanpur Central. Kanpur Central. There is a project on construction in Kanpur of the subway. It is supposed that the system will begin to work since 2014. The first part will include 76 km of ways, 5 lines and 76 stations. A Kanpur airport is located approximately in 13 km from the downtown. Regular flights to Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Bangalore, Chennai, Allahabad, etc. are made. The nearest international airport is in Lucknow, about 80 km from Kanpur. From June 1907 to May 1933 in Kanpur there was a tram system. Construction of the city subway is conducted. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.